Leadership Program at UWC ISAK Japan. In this presentation, I'd like to share with you more practically what the leadership program looks like at UWC ISAK Japan. As the program is continuously developing, certain aspects may change, but this is what the leadership program looks like as of May 2020. As a reminder, leadership at UWC ISAK Japan is the practice of creating positive change by identifying what's important and needed, taking purposeful action in the face of discomfort, using diversity as a strength, and supporting others in this practice. At our school, we emphasize on the idea of leadership as a practice, as leadership is not just about a title, position, or something we're born with. We can all develop the skills of leadership and get better at them with practice. As you will see, the purpose of the leadership program is not only to learn, but also to provide our students with ample opportunities to practice leadership so that by the time they leave UWC ISAK Japan, they would be better at practicing leadership than when they started. The practice of leadership is a lifelong journey and will continue throughout their lifetime. Here's the overview of our leadership program. If you look at the bottom, you can see that in G10, students receive a year introduction to leadership through the Leading Self and Leading with Others courses. Besides these courses, students engage in 2 project weeks, one in the fall and one in the spring, that focus explicitly on practicing leadership. They also take part in weekly community service in which they identify the needs of the Karuza community and practice making positive changes in service of them. Lastly, all students take part in a positive change project, which is a summative interdisciplinary project to research and propose solutions to an issue of global significance. As students transition to G11 and G12, students in teams will work on leadership projects in place of the local community service, which they commit to for at least a year and a half. Their project weeks will also be dedicated to taking actions for these projects. If you look on the left side, you can see throughout G10 to G12, students have ample opportunities to practice leadership. These opportunities include the residential life, activities and clubs, the outdoor program, the advisory, and the academic program. From here, let me explain what each part of the program looks like in more detail. The G10 program. Leading Self is one of the foundational leadership courses that focuses on leadership within each person. There are 3 main areas we focus on. The first area we focus on is how might I build practices to respond purposefully to challenges that come with change making. This is a unit that applies the practice of mindfulness to build awareness for how we react to various challenges that we face as a change maker, such as uncertainty or failure, and builds a practice to respond to them purposefully and compassionately. This unit is also linked with the full project week, which is filled with various challenges to build such skills. The second area we focus on is how might I contribute to the world authentically. In this unit, students explore what they're curious about or love to do, what their skills are, and the needs in the world they care about to find out options for how they may want to contribute to their community as a change maker. This unit is also linked with the Spring Project Week, in which students design their own exploration to find out more about their larger purpose and create a professional support network to help them in their journey. This unit is linked with deeply understanding what's important for them and taking actions on it. The third area we focus on is how might I forge meaningful relationships to use diversity as a strength. In this unit, students develop the skills of nonviolent communication so that when we don't meet eye to eye, we can communicate with the intention to understand and create connections rather than resorting to judgments and divisions. This is an important skill as a change maker, as we are likely to meet and work with people of diverse backgrounds in the process of creating change, and it's important to be able to use this diversity as a strength. The second leadership course at UWC ISAK Japan is Leading with Others, which focuses on creating changes beyond yourself with other members in the community. One of the foundational practices in this course is design thinking, which is a human centered process for solving problems. In the unit, How Might I Use Design Thinking to Create Positive Changes in Our Community? Students practice their skills and mindsets of design thinking to create changes on campus. Some of the changes students created in the past include creating a dome in the woods to find peace from the bustling dorms, a lunch ticket system to solve the issue of long queues at the school cafeteria, and a campaign to increase safety in the winter. This unit allows students to build skills in identifying needs and taking actions in the face of discomfort and using diversity as a strength in the process. The second area we focus on is how might I empathize with others? Empathy building is a critically important skill in the design thinking process, and students learn and practice their observation skills, interview skills, and even experience what their beneficiaries are experiencing, such as this picture of a student with a pregnancy belly and goggles that limit vision, to understand the people they are serving deeply. Students then learn to draw deep-seated needs and insights by organizing information so that they are focusing on real needs as opposed to what they think the issues are when they are creating changes. The third area we focus on is how might I mobilize others to create positive change? In this unit, students learn the skill of community organizing to mobilize others to join their cause. As part of learning about community organizing, students create a personal narrative to move others on an issue they wish to see changed and tell their story to the whole G10 community. They also create a campaign with a clear organizing statement and put it into practice so that they learn what it takes to bring others on board to create a change they wish to see in the world. Past campaigns include Muslim students securing locations on campus for daily prayers, creating a community building lift up video, creating an online platform for entrepreneurs to share ideas. Besides acting to create changes, students also coach each other to develop the skills of supporting each other in the practice of leadership. As mentioned earlier, the G10 project weeks are interwoven into what students learn in the leadership courses. The fall project week focuses on facing various levels of discomfort from jumping off a 50-meter pole to hiking and camping overnight to understand better how they react to challenges and making choices to respond purposefully to them. The Spring Project Week focuses on students designing and undertaking an exploration to learn more about their personal purpose by exploring a need in the world they care about, by following their curiosity, and or by getting better at a certain skill. Their trips can include taking part in workshops, shadowing and interviewing professionals, and learning new skills through online courses. And every year, each student comes up with unique and exciting explorations. The G10 Community Service is a venue for students to practice their leadership skills in service of the Karuiza community. Students take a few months to apply their empathy building skills to find out various needs of Karuiza community members, which entails overcoming the discomfort of a language barrier for many of our students. They then create projects and implement them to fulfill these needs. These solutions may be simple and humble in nature, but what's important is that the students are committing themselves to realizing their solutions in service of the Karuiza community. The Positive Change Project is an interdisciplinary summative project for students in teams to research and find solutions to issues of global significance. In the past, students have focused their projects on issues such as social media's impact on people's mental health or inclusions of foreigners in homogeneous societies, amongst many others. They also have a chance to create an imaginary organization with a vision and a mission to contribute to solving the issue as part of the project. As students learn and practice their leadership skills in various venues throughout their life, they are constantly asked to reflect and self assess their growth in their leadership skills, which include awareness, connecting, creativity, self discipline, and action taking. They use a spider diagram, as shown here, to monitor their growth or, in some cases, discover a decline in their skills as they overestimated their skills at the early stages of the self assessment. Grades 11 and 12 program. In grades 11 and 12, rather than focusing on a local community service, students engage in creating and implementing their leadership projects. They will identify an issue in a community of choice, which can range from people on campus to communities outside of Japan, and use design thinking as a way to create a change. In the past, many different projects were born through this program, such as creating an English language and a leadership program for a Burmese migrant school in Thailand, creating physical fitness programs to improve well being on campus, creating a shop within campus to sell products from different countries and learn about different cultures, and creating an online platform for daily newsletters and check in, check out system for students living in dorms. All projects are student initiated, and in most projects, students go through the journey of starting something from zero, which is full of uncertainty and ambiguity. And this is a perfect venue for practicing students' leadership skills. There are also programs that provide students opportunities to practice leadership from G10 all the way through to G12. Our clubs and activities program is unique as many of the clubs and activities are started by students and are led by our students. Student leaders of student led clubs get training in community organizing, and they learn to bring their club members together and commit towards a shared goal. They also get a practice in managing budget and managing day to day activities. Student led clubs are diverse and include, but not limited to, TED Club, Chamber Orchestra, Student Union, and various sports clubs. Students also have organized events such as a charity concert to fundraise money for piano at our school, or celebration days such as the International Day and the Earth Day. This is another example of a program where students get a chance to start something from zero, which is a good venue for practicing leadership. Another program that provides students opportunities to practice leadership is the Residential Life program. As diverse students share a house together, there are bound to be times when their values and customs clash. It's during these moments that they can practice design thinking to improve their life together. In the past, with design thinking, students have identified various needs in the house and acted to create solutions such as a shoe storage system, a laundry scheduling system, a glow-in-the-dark tapes on steps for safety, and fun communal areas to promote togetherness. Residential assistants can also practice coaching and facilitation of challenging dialogue for their residents in their designated houses, which are also important skills to support others in the practice of leadership and use diversity as a strength. Outdoor education is also another important venue for practicing leadership. Students can participate in this program at varying levels, but whatever level they participate in, they all have a chance to participate in activities such as hiking, camping, canyoning, skiing, and snowshoeing. Many of the activities come with physical exertion, and students learn to embrace discomfort, meaning rather than trying to fix the feeling of discomfort, accepting it and taking actions based on what's important and needed. Furthermore, students who are part of the highest stream organize and lead expeditions as well as lead reflection sessions. In the process, they check if everyone in the trip has the right gear or if there is enough food. They learn to become aware of each other's needs and take actions that cultivate a sense of responsibility for each other. Curricular exploration of leadership is a work in progress, but we have had ongoing discussions to highlight the practice of leadership in other academic subjects. Opportunities have been found in subjects such as the G10 Info Science, G10 English, and G10 Humanities, and we will continue to work to create a more cohesive program that puts leadership at the center. In many of the co-curricular programs, we emphasize the practice of coaching as a way for adults to support students or students to support students in their growth in their leadership skills. Coaching provides a way for students to reflect on their leadership practices in various activities and what has been working and what has not. With this awareness, the coach guides students to figure out ways to move forward on matters that have not been working or they feel stuck in so they can further develop their leadership skills. With this support, students reflect on their growth in their leadership skills using a very similar spider diagram that they used in the G10 leadership courses. Students therefore have a chance to track their growth over their entire time that they are at UWC ISAK Japan. The tool shown here has coaching questions that are useful for supporting students that also correspond to various leadership skills. If you wish to see the tool more closely, then please click on the diagram in the slides format of the presentation. As students take part in the learning and practicing of leadership, they document their experiences, their reflections, and learning that pertain to leadership in their very own leadership portfolio. Leadership portfolio is in the form of a website that each student creates on their own, and they can take it and develop it even beyond their time at UWC ISAK Japan. I hope that with this presentation, you have a better idea of what the leadership program looks like at UWC ISAK Japan and how each program aims to maximize opportunities for students to practice leadership. Your involvement in any part of the program as a coach or facilitator of learning helps our students grow their leadership skills. So thank you. If you have any questions or wish to find out more about any of these programs, then I'm more than happy to connect with you. Thank you very much for your time.